Unless, that's a qualifier, no one can come to me unless the Father who sent me does what? Draws him. Now, what happens to those who are drawn by the Father? I will raise him up on the last day. This is the same Greek verb in John 12:32, the word draw, helxo, and it's used in both passages. And the word does not indicate a mere invitation, but a calling that is effective in what it intends to do. Those whom Christ draws will come to him. They won't resist. They won't reject his drawing. That's what Jesus is teaching here. When God draws people to himself, it always works. It always has the effect intended. Effectual calling is how we describe that. And if you back up, we see this in the previous verses. If you go to verse 37, we see that the Father gives the people to the Son. All that the Father gives, who gives to the Son? The Father. Notice what the certainty of what Jesus says. Will come to me. All the ones who are drawn will absolutely come. Not maybe, not possibly. There's an absoluteness here. And then Jesus says, and the one who does come to me, I will certainly not cast out. So number one, the Father gives all people to the Son. And number two, in verse 37, notice that all who are given will come. None of those who are drawn will fail to believe in Jesus. But also notice, go down to verse 39, that all who come to him will not be lost. None of them will be lost. He says, this is the will of him who sent me, that all he has, again, here we have it, has given to me, I lose nothing. But listen to what happens to the ones who are raised up, to the ones who are drawn and come to him and aren't lost. I will lose nothing, but raise it up on the last day. Notice that all who come to him, all the drawn ones, are raised up on the last day. Well, isn't everyone resurrected in the book of Revelation? Some to eternal life, some to eternal damnation? That's true. Maybe this is speaking of both. Well, I would say not so. Go to verse 40. For this is the will of my Father, that everyone who beholds the Son and believes in him will have eternal life. And I will raise him up on the last day. Jesus is not talking about the resurrection of those to eternal life and those to damnation. He's speaking specifically about eternal life. Those who are drawn to Jesus, whom he's drawn to himself, will believe in him to eternal life. So if the drawing, go back to John 12:32. If the drawing in John 12:32 was just an invitation, some people would refuse it, because don't they? These people, a lot of them refuse it. But John 6:44 shows that when God draws someone, it always works. This isn't just a general call to everyone. It's God